Court in Masaka have granted a cash bail of 200,000 shillings each to the 126 supporters and members of the campaign team of National Unity Platform who were arrested in Kalangala last week.
Right rate spread infection of disease, contrary section 171 of the Penal Code Act. And it alleges that the 18 of you and others still at large on the 30th day of December 2020 at Chibare village, Kagurube Parish, Mugoye sub-county in Karanga District. You unlawfully or neglectfully did an act which you knew or had a reason to believe was likely to spread the infection of COVID-19 disease. In of you, together with others still at large, on the 30th day of December 2020, at Chibare village, you incited people to gather and make a procession which was likely to bring death or physical injury any person or to any class or community or of persons, or to lead to the destruction or damage any property of persons of Chibare in Karanga district.
The suspects were brought to court in two different batches, which included Edward Sebufu, also known as Eddie Mutwe, who is a private bodyguard to NUP presidential candidate Robert Chagulanyi. The group was paraded in front of the Masaka Chief Magistrate, Charles Yetise, who read out charges on inciting violence, obstruction of police officers on duty, and engaging in acts that are likely to spread an infectious disease.
6 charges for this. One is malicious damage to property. It is alleged that you, Sebufu Edward, alias Eddie Mutwe, Katumba Hassan, Kampala, Rukman Mwizuche, Kafo, Stanley, and others still at large, on 26th of December 2020, at Chifuta village in Chotera district. You will play an unlawfully damaged motor vehicle registration number UP 2573 Nissan Patrol, the property of Uganda police.
The suspects pleaded not guilty to these charges.
Katumba Hassan. Kampala Lukman. Kafuko.
A police officer
in the execution of his duty.
It is alleged that you, Sebufu Edward, alias Eddie Mutwe, Katumba Hassan, Kampala, Rukman Mwizuche, Kafuka Stanley, and others still at large, on 26th of December 2020, at Chifuta village in Chotera district, you assaulted ASP Asim Godfrey, a police officer who at the time of the said assault was acting in the due execution of his duty.
The defense lawyers, who are headed by Fred Musisi, applied for cash bail, saying that the offences were bailable, and also cited the need to access health care for some of the suspects who were visibly in pain, claiming they were tortured while in detention. The bail application was accepted by court. However, 4 of the suspects, including Eddie Mutwe, Kafko Stanley, Kampala Lukman, and one other, were further remanded to prison until January 19, 2021, after they were read an additional 6 charges related to alleged destruction of police property and assault of police officers, among others.
To see that the suspects who have been brought to court today were tortured, they were visibly limping. They have shown in court the wounds, the evidence of torture. We have raised that matter, and the magistrate has been able to see the real signs of torture. For us as lawyers, we condemn this is unprofessional for police and anybody in charge of police custody to treat the suspects in the manner they were treated. They were not supposed to be beaten. There is no order which had been made by court that they should be subjected to any kind of corporal punishment.
By the end of the court working hours, NUP had paid bail fees for 50 suspects and was expected to conclude the bail procedures for the rest of the team today. Karo Tumwine for Select News.